Welcome everybody to today's video. I'm absolutely stoked to be chatting with Jude, who's an amazing client I've been working with for the last 12, 13/14 weeks now. And Jude, just introduce yourself and tell people who you are.
So I'm Jude Parry. I am a veterinary nurse lecturer and owner of a college in Melbourne in Derbyshire.
Fantastic. So just before we started working together, where were you in terms of your health and fitness and all that sort of stuff?
Okay, so I'd already started thinking that I wanted to improve my fitness. We have a relatively active lifestyle, but I wouldn't like to say I was fit. It was just a busy lifestyle because we've got lots of horses and pets at home and have quite active holidays, but not necessarily fit. I was very much stuck on the busy wheel, I think it's called, where I was just going round and round in circles, not really I was getting through days rather than actually planning and being prepared for what was coming the next day, and reacting rather than planning in advance, really.
Got you. So you weren't like massively out of shape or anything else like that. What was your kind of main desire to jump on the program and absolutely smash it, which we'll come on to in a bit?
Well, I was heavier than I wanted to be. I was noticing that obviously now I'm the wrong side of 50, that I wasn't able to push myself as hard as I could before. Things were harder. I did feel more sluggish. I was definitely more tired. Just felt generally just a bit deflated really, and not so, didn't have the get up and go that I used to have when I was younger.
Yeah, and to put this in perspective, you're like one of the busiest people I know. So you're like an absolute workhorse, a Trojan when it comes to your work ethic and everything else like that. So tell me what you kind of thought about the program initially when you first started it.
So when I started the program, I did expect to get fitter. I did expect to lose weight, but that was where I expected it to end. Really, yeah. That was just it.
And then we opened some doors, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah. Opened lots.
Yeah, the unexpected mindset changes that you had. Let's talk about those.
That was massive, and it's crept up on me. I didn't realize. I wouldn't say it was like a boom epiphany as such. It just crept up over the weeks, over time, and I obviously working in the veterinary profession, it's all about reflective practice. And teaching, we've always reflected on how lessons have gone and how we've taught. Have I ever sat down and reflected on me and what my priorities are and how things go? Never. I've known about them, but I've never reflected and actually thought, okay, so what am I going to do about it and how I'm going to change it? And also the acceptance of who I am as well. That's
really powerful. Love that.
Yeah, didn't expect that to come.
No, well, I like surprises. As we said before, we press record on this. It's really good to see the journey that you've been on, really, and I know the email conversations, the conversations we have during our coaching sessions have been absolutely amazing and fantastic. And I just want to say thank you, really, for embracing it and taking it on board. And I'm so pleased that you've got out of it what you have.
Yeah.
How much weight have you lost? It almost feels like this is like the secondary now. That's why we started the program, but you've taken so much more away from it. But how much weight have you lost so far?
So just over a stone I've lost now. And like you say, at first that was the goal, to lose weight, whereas now it's almost it's like the just happened, and it's just okay. It's not the prime focus as such anymore. It's just happened alongside everything else. And because it's happened alongside everything else, it feels quite easy.
Yeah.
And the fitness and pushing myself. Like I really thought I'm going to allocate 20 minutes every day to do something. And then now it's like, right, where can I fit in 45 minutes and stuff? And that I didn't expect that to grow quite like that and to be really looking forward to it the way that I do.
Yeah, it's madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Jedi mind tricks, Jude. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Well, Jedi mind tricks. So from a food perspective, how's that kind of improved for you? Something else I want to come back to in a minute.
Yeah, that's massive. So being vegetarian, I thought I had a relatively healthy diet. And until I started on the program, I didn't eat. I was actually probably slightly in calorie deficit, but then I wasn't eating the right foods.
Yeah.
And protein, I know everybody's going to say, aren't they? But protein was a big thing. I had a massively low protein, well, massively low. I had a very low protein intake,
Yeah.
and that it's made such a difference actually stopping and concentrating on that and focusing on my protein. And the fats we've not really ever looked at fat. It's a bit about changing the protein, changing my diet, looking at sugar. I don't crave sweet things like I used to. I used to always want chocolate at night. And I think you just said to me once, oh, I'm not saying you can't eat chocolate, but try not to eat sugar at night. Just try and eat it before 2 o'clock. And ever since then, I've stuck to it, and I have no craving for sugar. I did sulk when you asked me to eat a bit less fruit because I was eating so much fruit.
But loads of it.
Loads of fruit. And actually now I just feel so much better. I've got more energy. I don't ache like I used to. And obviously I've just recently sustained an injury with my misspent youth and or misspent adulthood. And I know the importance of eating protein, and that's huge. I used to get achy knees. My knees don't ache anymore. I can push myself harder. And I know it's from getting fitter, but it's also from eating more protein.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. If, as I say it all the time, if there's ever a magic pill with this stuff, it's making sure that your protein levels are where they should be. Because the vast majority of people I come into contact with is just really lacking with that. One of the most essential nutrients that the body needs, really. We really look at and focus on where you need that support and that focus. Like with your fats and everything else like that, they're fine. Protein was lacking, so let's get that right. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. And you've done it. You've implemented everything that we've spoken about, and now reaping the rewards. You've got more energy for your crazy days. I dare to think how many hours you do a day. We won't go there now. But the one thing I missed earlier was that you've lost 34 centimeters off your circumferences, and that's just off where we've measured. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I think I just feel so much more confident. I just feel like when I put clothes on, I don't worry about wearing them. I have had to buy some new ones because I've gone down a dress size. I can also pinch my daughter's clothes now. She's 16, so probably shouldn't really. She gets very cross with me, but I just feel better, just feel more confident. Things fit nicely. Don't have to have that panic if I go into a changing room or if I order something online, like, oh, is it going to fit? Don't have that anymore.
Brilliant. Really nice. That's amazing. Love it. So what do you think was different about the coaching program versus anything you've done before?
The mindset. Changed my mindset. I didn't think that it needed changing, but it did. And it just creates that, and just because it's such a small amount of change each week, it's so achievable and it becomes part of everyday life. It's not something that you feel, oh gosh, I'll do this just for this program and then I'll be able to do this after. I'll be able to go back to how I was before or after. Once I've lost weight, I can do this. It isn't like that, because it's changed that is a lifestyle change for good rather than a lifestyle change just for a short period of time on a program. It's permanent change, and it's very achievable and just very easy, actually.
Love it. That's what I set out to do. I was so pleased you said that. I'm like, yes, easy, simple, simplifying the process, and that's what we try and do. And I know, obviously, I've been through this with you, so I've seen the doors open and the oh my gods, and I can't believe this, and the email conversations we've had together have been absolutely amazing through you. You're having these realizations throughout, which has just been epic. So I thank you for embracing it and getting out of it what you have really. What would you say to somebody that's perhaps sitting on the fence about doing the program and has not taken that leap of faith yet?
I would say just embrace it, just give it a go, because you'll be really surprised by what you'll find out about yourself. Like, and if nothing else, you find your purpose, as I did, which is another long story. But just embrace it, because I can't find a single negative. There's nothing negative. There's nothing hard. There's nothing about it and because it's driven by yourself, and because you make the decisions obviously with you, but it's very you can take it as quickly or as slowly as you want to, can't you? Really, it's not. Yeah. There's no job to it as such, and the only thing it has done is made. I've already got a fantastic life. I know I'm very lucky. I've got a brilliant life, but what it has done is actually enhanced that and made it better, and just made me feel more comfortable in my own skin, and also more comfortable in my own mind.
Wow, couldn't say any better myself. That's absolutely fantastic. I love that you've taken that and so much more away from this program, all in 12 weeks, ladies and gents. Let's be frank. 12 for about 13 weeks, isn't it? But yeah, I could not be happier, and just thank you for embracing it and meeting me halfway. As I say, I think you've met me more than halfway. So you've got everything that you deserve and everything else, and you're man enough to join me again for another exploratory session of 12 weeks to see what we can really do, which I'm really, really pleased about. Last question, I'm going to let you go. Are you proud of what you've achieved?
Yes. And I'm proud of how it's impacted every single part of my life. I didn't expect it to. It's just changed how I am at work. It's changed how I am at home, and my leisure and everything. It's just, so I'm very proud. Yeah, really chuffed, proper chuffed.
Boom. And you should be too. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Jude. Guys, if you'd like to know any more about the 5% coaching program, there will be a link at the end of this video in the comments. Thank you very much, and see you all soon.
Bye.